Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So let's get into the tea, shall we? So Charles is receiving backlash because he went off on a former employee of Spirit Airlines. If you don't know, Spirit Airlines recently closed. And so this former Spirit Airlines sent James Charles a GoFundMe link. And James Charles responded to the GoFundMe link in a TikTok video, and he wasn't happy. He's calling the person lazy, that she needs to work on filling out job applications, she needs to get another job. Well, actually, he called her a lazy piece of shit. It's a her. And let me tell you, he just looked like absolutely crazy. I'm not joking you. I saw the video. He looked like the Joker. I'll insert his video somewhere in my video.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off. Okay, I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally going to be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's going to be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies. Go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
So then, people, after he posted that video, people were calling him an entitled brat that he doesn't know or has never been. He's never done a normal 9 to 5. So he did another video failing to apologize to the girl by posting another video. And he said in the second video, he's like, I stand by what I said.
So I ended up deleting the video that I posted yesterday talking about people who send me GoFundMe links that have never followed, supported, DM me before, just begging for money. And most people were enjoying the video, saying it was a valid point, but it definitely started causing some discourse in the comments. And a lot of people were just saying it was out of touch and insensitive. And they're right. It was definitely a harsh choice of words, maybe not my best video. And I deleted it, but of course the internet is forever. And now a lot of content creators are using the 5-second clip in the very beginning where I'm like, you're a lazy piece of shit, get a new job, to upload their cute little think pieces being like, influencers are all so out of touch. This is so disgusting. You don't know how hard it is in the job market these days. Oh my God, give me a fucking break. I am out of touch, first and foremost, okay? I am never going to be one of those influencers that gets online and pretends to be poor so I can come across as relatable to my audience. I think it's tacky, I think it's annoying, and I also think it's quite insulting to the audience watching, as if you guys are going to be fooled into thinking that. You've been watching me for 10 years now. It's no secret that I have been able to find success doing what I've done. It didn't start that way, though. I started from literally nothing and had a dream for myself and was determined to literally do anything to make it happen, and luckily, I've been blessed to be able to do that and now call this my full-time job. The reason I made that video yesterday, though, was a lot of people these days do not have the make it work mentality. They have no desire to actually put in the effort to try to fix a problem and get themselves out of a situation. They immediately result in asking for help. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for help. In my personal opinion, though, it should be a last resort. If you disagree, that's totally fine. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to apologize for having mine. There's a lot of people responding back to the video being like, oh my gosh, he has no idea how hard the job market is. I've been applying for new jobs for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years now, and I've literally heard back nothing from any of the jobs. I'm sorry that that is happening to people. I know that the job market fucking sucks. I've heard so many horror stories. I can't even imagine what that's like. Those are the people, in my opinion, that are totally valid in asking for help. The person that I made the video about yesterday lost their job last week at Spirit Airlines, along with 17,000 other people. And granted, I don't know this person. Maybe making a GoFundMe link was really their last resort. I just personally do not believe that to be the case, because I know for a fact that they sent this same exact DM to hundreds of different influencers and celebrities. This person did not follow me. They have never DM'd me previously. They have never supported me on any social platforms. They have never purchased from Painted. This person was literally just spam copying and pasting this DM to every person that they assumed had money to offer them. And I'm sorry, just because somebody has money does not mean that you're entitled. I'm sorry if that comes across as insensitive or privileged or mean, but welcome to the real world. It's fucking hard out there. Nobody owes anybody anything. The universe will constantly remind you of that, and a little bit of effort goes a really, really long way sometimes. I stand behind what I said 10 toes down. Instead of spending an hour copying and pasting the same DM to 100 different celebrities or influencers, you could have spent the same amount of time copying and pasting a job application to hundreds of different companies. Or, hear me out, put in a little bit of effort. If you want to send the DMs, at least spend 20 seconds before you hit send, customizing it to the person that you're asking for money from, right? Hi, sister. James, I've been watching your YouTube videos since I was a teenager. You really taught me how to do makeup and have positively impacted my life every single Friday. Hey, I'm in this shitty situation. Do you think that you could help? Probably would have gone a lot further than a generic message. Or instead of copy and pasting the same job application to hundreds of different companies, send in 10 job applications to companies that you really care about and you think you could fit in with, and then customize your application and your cover letter, letting these recruiters or hiring people know that you're the best candidate for this job and why they should want you on their team. I know putting in the extra work and effort probably feels useless when you know that you're in a sea of DMs or job applicants, but trust and believe, as somebody who's now on the other side of things, the little bit of extra effort does go a very long way. And unfortunately, taking the easy route is usually never going to work. That's just my 2 cents. Just a word of advice. You can take it, you can leave it. It's all good. I just wanted to provide some more context on my video yesterday because I do not like how it's being twisted and taken out of context. It was definitely never my intention to undermine anybody who's trying to work and provide a better future for themselves, their family, and their loved ones. I just don't exactly think that that is what this person was trying to do, or at least the right way to go about doing it.
And then took that video down and tried to make another apology saying he's so sorry. I wasn't thinking when I posted that. In fact, that message triggered me.
Yesterday morning, I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video was basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before, and it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could, asking for a handout. And I called her lazy. I said she was stupid. And I said she should have spent the time that she spent copying and pasting the message, applying for jobs instead. This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it. And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know. My intention behind making this video in the first place was, I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention, and it really hurt a lot of people. And I know that it's not that easy. I know that the job market fucking sucks right now. I have friends that are looking for jobs. I have my own employees that I try my best to take care of. And I've heard so many fucking horror stories online of companies ghosting people, recruiters wasting everybody's time, people applying for job after job and not hearing back for 6 months, a year, 2 years. I know that it's really fucking hard out there, and that most people are just doing their best and trying their best to figure it out and to make it by. And if this person happened to choose sending out GoFundMe links as their method of trying to make it by, who am I to judge? Especially when you consider the fact that my method of figuring it out and getting by was making makeup videos online. I just happened to get really lucky, and now, years later, I'm in a blessed and privileged position. But as somebody with a platform, it's my responsibility to humble myself and to never take what I have for granted. And when I made that video today, that is exactly what I did. I was speaking from a very privileged, obnoxious, ignorant standpoint. And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry, especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her message earlier before making this video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was. I really needed to hear that, and I really need to think twice before I hit record and just start yapping on this account. I genuinely treat this spam page like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. I love to laugh and tell you stories and rant and scream at the camera and joke around with y'all, but sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate to make a joke out of somebody just trying to provide for themselves and their family. That's definitely my bad.
And all I have to say is, you know what, James Charles, you did not need to respond to that message. You could have, if that message was gonna trigger you or upset you, you didn't need to respond to that message, and you didn't need to make a video like the way you did, because you sounded insane. You sounded like an idiot. You made yourself look like an idiot, a fool. So the woman that sent him the GoFundMe link, her name is Amber, and she made a video responding to his apology, I guess, saying she doesn't forgive him. He sent her an apology saying that he was rude, that it was out of line, and she basically said she doesn't forgive him. And I'll insert her videos. She made 3 videos. I'll insert her videos somewhere in my video.
It's me. I'm the girl that James Charles talked about in that video. Everybody's been asking for a video, and I haven't been able to make it because of a few reasons. One being my anxiety. I have really bad anxiety. Really bad anxiety. But, you know, I tend to talk myself out of a lot of things. I was able to talk myself into this. So we're here. We're getting it done. Sorry if I say a lot of ums. Yeah, I don't think there's going back from there. Another question. Did James Charles really send you that message? He did. He decided to message me on TikTok, and he wanted to privately apologize. I know another question on here is, do I accept his apology? So I'm just going to answer it right together. Hell no. I don't accept his apology, especially because he was very publicly with what he said, and then you thought it was okay to message me. And then you thought it was okay to message me privately. No. So he did message me. Here's a screenshot. And can't. I don't accept it. Let's go. Did you respond to his apology? I sure the hell did not. I did not, because I don't think I could have put any words together and kept it respectful. So I did not respond. I just opened it, I read it, and that was it. So yes, he did message me. I do not accept, and I did not respond. Another question, let's see. How is your mental health? Honestly, my mental health has always been a roller coaster. Currently, I think it's doing pretty good. As of right now, definitely it changes like as the day goes by. If once I start overthinking something, it's downhill from there. But as of right now, I got a really strong support system behind me, so my mental health is pretty good. Another question that I keep getting is that I keep getting a lot is, you keep raising it, kind of being greedy now. I'm not raising it. So GoFundMe, I guess this is my first time, but I just noticed a couple days ago was when you set a goal, once you reach that goal, GoFundMe just brings it up. So it keeps going higher and higher. GoFundMe did comment on one of my videos, and they did explain this as well. So no, it is not me raising it. Let's see. Some people are saying, are you going to sue? No, I'm not going to sue. At the end of the day, that man has so much money that to drag this in court, I'm not going to sue, because I just don't think it's necessary in the situation. I think the internet and all of you guys have been able to turn this negative situation into a positive situation. And not only that, but bring awareness to the world and get other people also donated, because he did go and donate to another to a couple other GoFundMes for the same reason. I'm not making any excuses for him though. I'm definitely not. But you know, so I don't think there's any need to do that. Let's see. How many creators reached out to you after he bashed you for no reason? I don't really know off the top of my head. I did have quite a few creators reach out to me. And they did have some inspiring words. I can say some of them. I was going to shut off my GoFundMe when it reached like 9,000. And they all told me like, no, don't do that. Like, this is your blessing. How much notice did the other employees receive when you were informed you wouldn't be an employee anymore? Did you have an idea prior? So, love this question, because how can I say without saying too much? But pretty much no. Like, I'm gonna be honest, no, we did not. I remember May 1st, I was at work, and I said, hey, I just saw the news. Do we still have a job? And the response that we kept getting was, everything's running, operation is running as normal, as usual. We'll let you know if anything happens, but as of right now, everything's running as normal. And then, did you have any idea prior? So a lot of people have mixed emotions by the did I have any idea prior, because Spirit obviously filed for bankruptcy. I genuinely didn't think that it was gonna happen. Personally, I genuinely did not think it was going to happen, because it was going on for a couple years already, and then we were being reassured by our job saying, no, everything's fine, operating as usual. Did you believe or let any of what he said originally get to you? No, I'm lying. Maybe a little bit. Like, when he called me lazy, yeah, that definitely struck a nerve, because I'm like, no, I'm not lazy. I'm far from lazy. I've always had a job. I've had a job from the moment I could work until May 2nd. And what was your first reaction when you found out and heard his rant about you? I think I already answered this one. I'll show you my reaction. And then I started screenshotting and sending it to my friends. I said, is he talking about me? I said, there was no way. Like, that was literally my first reaction when I saw the video. Let's see. says, did James Charles donate 5,000 after he was just canceled? Yes, he did. There was a first donation of 500, which I thought was him. But after he messaged me, he did donate to my GoFundMe. He donated 5,000.
Oh, what's next? Oh, Adam McIntyre has been selected to be a featured creator at VidCon this year, but he's debating on whether or not he should go because an hour after he announced that he was going to be a featured creator at VidCon, an hour before, he was announcing that he was going to be a featured creator at VidCon. And then after he announced that he was going to be featured creator at VidCon announced that Rachel Bellinger was going to be a featured creator at VidCon as well. If you don't know who that is, you might know her by her last name. Rachel Bellinger is the younger sister of, yes, you guessed it, Colleen Bellinger. And we all know about Colleen Bellinger. And no, I'm not getting into it. And don't you think it's a little odd that Rachel Bellinger was announced to be a featured creator at VidCon an hour after Adam announced that he was going to be a featured creator at VidCon? If you want to know the history between the Bellingers and Adam McIntyre, I did a little video on that. I'll link it in the description if you want to watch it. But Rachel Bellinger was announced to be a featured creator at VidCon this year. And the reason why Adam is debating on whether or not he should go, it's because he doesn't want to see Colleen there. Yes, Colleen is not going to be a featured creator at VidCon. Thank God. I hope after her allegation she's never featured at VidCon ever again. But he is worried that Rachel is going to bring Colleen as a plus one. If you're a feature creator, you're allowed to bring a plus one. And he's afraid, he's terrified that Rachel is going to bring Colleen as a plus one. And believe it or not, plus ones, they are allowed VIP access. They get to have VIP access to the after parties, the meet and greets, all that jazz. Now, if you don't know what VidCon is, it's basically like the Grammys, Oscars, but for content creators. You are literally treated like a celebrity. You get to stay in a fancy ass motel. You get to have meet and greets. You get to go to after parties. You're basically treated like a celebrity, and it's understandable. If he doesn't want to go, he doesn't have to go because you're not really required just because you were invited to VidCon and invited to be a featured creator does not mean you're required to go. But okay if he doesn't want to go, but to tell you the truth, I really hope he goes because I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a lot of fans that are huge fans of him and expecting him to be there. And I bet once he announced that he was gonna be a featured creator, I bet like his fans, they were excited. They were like, oh my god, I get to meet Adam McIntyre. Whatever he decides to do, because he recently made a video asking his audience, what do you guys think I should do? Do you think I should skip it or go? And I actually went into a comment, and I do follow it. I do watch his content on YouTube, and I did scroll through the comments, and I even commented myself. A lot of them did say, don't skip on it, because you might not get this opportunity again. And that is true. I have heard from content creators that were featured creators at VidCon in the past. A lot of times you can get this opportunity once and you'll probably never be a featured creator at VidCon ever again. But whatever Adam decides, it's fine. If he doesn't want to be at VidCon because of Colleen, he doesn't have to. But I really hope he goes, not because of the whole Colleen situation, it's because of his fans. I really hope he goes there for his fans because this might be a one time only opportunity for him. And I would really hate for him to miss it out, to pass on it. But if Adam decides not to go, that's okay too. I doubt that I'm ever gonna be a feature creator at VidCon. I doubt that VidCon is ever gonna reach out to me because my channel is nowhere near that big. Could you imagine if I was invited to VidCon? 125 subs. Whatever he decides to do, heads up to him. But like I said, I really hope he does decide to go, because this might be a one-time opportunity for him, and he might not get this opportunity ever again. But it's also perfectly okay for him not to go. And that's it for this video. If you like it, please give this video a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
What we do here is go back.